This is just a quick demonstration of using Google Scholar to pull out references that you'll more than likely be looking for to do your assignments or research. First thing you do is go to the Google, and I'll start at the very beginning. If you go to the Google homepage, or google.com.au if you're in Australia, and you're going to look for Google Scholar, so you're going to type Google's, and I've even got, because I've done it a few times, it's probably actually pulled up my searches, but you type in Google Scholar, and the first thing that should come up is the Google Scholar homepage. You go to the Google Scholar homepage and you'll see quite a different little setting here and look and feel. You go to the settings menu of that and you do two things. One is that the bibliography manager, you should select that to be the one that your university probably uses. In our case, it would be EndNote. Others might use a different one, but EndNote is probably the best default there. So that's not the default, but you should set it as your default. Then you go back into settings, and there's another thing here called the library links. Now this is the bit which everybody, I'll take that off and show you how I found this. You come in here and you'll have a default library. Now these are the libraries which, if you're a student or a staff member, will be for your university. So what you would do, and this one I found Murdoch, just for the keyword Murdoch, for UWA, ECU, whatever, type in the name of your institution, click the search, it'll put up this little box here, and I'm going to say you can use that, and this will show the access links for that university. More than likely, that's the bit that you haven't done in the past, and you've complained that when you've gone to Google Scholar, you've found a link to a journal article, and you haven't been able to download it. Because providing the institution pays for the subscription to that particular journal or publisher, it should work exactly the same as if you went from the library's homepage at the university. Now I've set those settings up, now we can test it. Now there's another thing about Google Scholar, which is probably worth knowing. It does work for standard Boolean searches. Like I can do this search here, and I might be, all right, I'm going to write an assignment to do a stress in psychology in students. Okay, they're the things I want pulled together as a concept. So rather than just type in the title of the journal article, which most people do, you can actually drive it like a proper database. This then already selects all these items hitting my keywords. And now if I'm thinking, how am I going to write an assignment about stress in students and psychology? Here's one here. Wellness among psychology graduate students. Fantastic. That looks exactly the sort of subject thing I'm going to write about. Then the other cheat, if you like, you pull down this article, you read it, you can follow through all the references in that article, or you can let Google do all the work for you, and you can click the related articles button. Because if you click that, you've suddenly got pretty well your whole reference list. You pick the first 10 or 15 you think are worth reading, you read them, you write your essay, you've done. That's your searching algorithm, all taken care of. Now, what you'll notice at the find here is that this is specifically saying you can get that at Murdoch. Now, quite a few articles these days are open access, so on ResearchGate, you don't bother about the find it at Murdoch, you go straight to ResearchGate. The PDF should be freely available there for download. These ones here you would not be able to find or download for free. So let me think, if I want to pull one of these out, let me think of something that might be worth grabbing. Let me see. Okay, this is the first one I wanted. It's at Murdoch. Fantastic. Click the Find It at Murdoch button. This will take me to the Murdoch authentication page, which it has. That's the journal article. It doesn't know anything about me. This is where you type your Murdoch authentication stuff. Now at this point, you should be in business. Now I'm doing this specifically. Here we go. I'm at a place where I'm offsite. I could be anywhere in the world doing this. Okay. It looks like it's done it. Here's my download PDF. And that's ProQuest. You'll notice it's one of the, and there we go. All right, so at this point, I've got my journal article. It's downloadable. Now, what you do next, you can either email it to yourself if you really want to do that. You can print it, which you don't really want to do that because you want to look at it later. And you essentially should just save it as a PDF. Perhaps one of these, and then just keep it filed away somewhere and build up your whole library for an assignment. Now we'll probably cover that as another little tutorial, because if you do that correctly, you build up a proper database of articles which you can find Using EndNote, you can actually import the article into EndNote with the citations, and it's all one nice neat container as a separate database. But that'll be enough for this tutorial at the moment.